Another one. Another one. Another one.
Yup. We are back up in this mother trucker. All right, we in the second quarter of this thing. Or actually, in the second half of this thing. We're more like in the third quarter. So, yeah, just keeping it moving and grooving. We at day 16, nighttime. And the message tonight that I have is to know thyself. What does it mean to know thyself? And why would it be important to know thyself? And let me get centered up in the camera. Why would that be important? What does that mean? And that's a big purpose of the energy strengthening, is that way you can slow down. Again, it's almost like this is your body, this is your spirit. So when you're doing the energy strengthening, it's almost like you and the Father become one. Like the energy and your body all encompasses and becomes one. And it's like a true connection, a true bond that you're making within and then also above. So you really want to know thyself. And when you're really having rough days, like, in the beginning of doing the energy strengthening, I really wanted a cup of coffee. That's what I've been used to. That's kind of, been a part of my daily regimen for a while now. So I pay very close attention to myself, to wanting the coffee, the thoughts about the coffee. And it really just allowed me to say, hey, let me pay close attention to this. That awareness, it's what allows you to overcome. So you really want to know thyself, the good, the bad, the ugly, but also never, ever, 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 never, ever judge yourself. Don't ever judge yourself. So yeah, know thyself, paying close attention to yourself, what you can handle and what you can't handle. And the Most High is only going to give you things that you can't handle. So pay close attention to yourself. It's very important to know yourself, know, where you're at, be realistic with certain things, and then always try to strive to do more. So that's the message for tonight, is to know thyself, to really pay attention. So if you're into, let's say, smoking, pay attention to yourself rolling it up. Pay attention to yourself smoking it. Pay attention to yourself getting high. Pay attention to yourself pouring yourself a drink. Pay attention to yourself, lusting. Pay attention to yourself. Like, just be aware of it. Like, I gotta look at this girl's butt. I gotta get a smoke. I gotta have a drink. Pay attention to that. And what you'll notice is that the thought always comes before the action. And that's what it means to be believing in a thought. So just really want to pay attention and know thyself. That is one of the biggest battles in life, and really truly the only battle, but it all centers around being aware. Again, of ourselves we know nothing, of ourselves we can do nothing. So as long as you're just aware, you're good to go. All right, but that is it. Let's get into it. Day 16, nighttime. Another one in the books. And no, this is not a drink. This is just some apple juice, honestly. And it is good. All right, let's get our timer set. I always set it for a minute more than what you need. So for me, I'm setting it at 16 minutes. And, you always want to give yourself a little time for setup and stuff like that. If you're new to my channel, we are doing something that I call monk mode, where we refrain away from certain things that are in our normal life. So whether it's, sex, smoking, drinking, coffee, anything like that, during this time frame or over the whole month of September, we just want to try to stay away from it. And even if you do go into it, don't judge yourself on that as well too. Just try to get back on the right track. Just know that you're trying to strengthen your energy, and that's going to take you away from the goal. But if you do, you have to have a smoke, you have to have a drink. Don't judge yourself in that either. All right, enough talky. Time for some walkie. You guys know where I'm going if you watch my channel before.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, let's get it. I'm gonna hit this light behind me, and then I'm gonna sit in this chair behind me, and then we'll do the energy strengthening. All right. Adjust my camera just a little bit. These glasses off. One more adjustment on the camera. All right, let's get it. Just breathe. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Day 16. Officially in the books, folks. Officially in the books. All right. Got a comment here. My boy Cali West is in the building. Shout out to you, Cali West. Might have to check in with you a little bit later.
My nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Saw you had a female on your show last night. I see you, boy. I see you.
With me in these streets.
All right, but again, know thyself. That's the message for tonight. That's the message just in general. Is you want to get to know yourself. That'll tell you a lot about yourself. You know, if you even if you have a parent that has expired and is no longer here, get to know yourself. You know, or just a parent that you might not have grew up with, and it'll tell you a lot more about maybe you know, things that you might be dealing with that parent that's already expired. So, and then you can also forgive that person in your heart that's no longer here. So let's say you had a father or mother that passed away at an early age. Get to know yourself, forgive that mother or father within your heart while doing the energy strengthening as well too. And then that'll be taken away from you. And it's the same as just forgiving them when you're looking them when you're looking at them eye to eye. But if you could go to them and actually look them in the eye and forgive them, you know, that's the best way to do it. You know, because it's a direct way to do it. But again, know thyself. Pay attention to the things that you're into. Pay attention to the things that, you know, stay on your mind, and just observe them with no opinion. And again, awareness is the key. That's my message for today. We got day 16 in the books. Thanks for anybody that watches on the replay or anybody that just joins us in real time. And other than that, if I stay any longer, I have to charge you. Peace.